everybody, it's Tom here from the Company Code. I hope you're all well. This is another video, my third and final video of the week. Today I'm going to discuss an ancient philosophy that goes back to 3rd century BC, Greece and Rome. Yes, the Romans and the Greeks were using this. And that is known as Stoicism. Stoicism is a practice of positive self, and it's still relevant now in 2022. And I'm going to elaborate on how you can use this in your life, okay? It's all about sort of focusing on the positive aspects of yourself and bringing yourself up to that level. It's about kind of pushing out the negative thoughts you may have and assuming simply within what good you can have, okay? So, quite frankly, one of the biggest things that this discusses is the idea of what you can and what you can't control. I think we live in a world where certain people will obsess about things that they've got absolutely no control over, and they will let that lack of control worry, upset and demean them in a way that it brings them down. Guys, I've learned to practice this probably the last year or two. The fact is, there's only so much we can do. There's only so much we can control, so much we can affect at the end of the day. With the greatest and possible positive intentions that you may have towards a situation, sometimes you generally don't have any handle on it at all. And the best thing to do is to recognise that and to not become consumed by it. This is the biggest takeaway I get from this, is that, I was talking to a work colleague a few years ago, and he pretty much summed it up with that. He said, I'm not going to swear because I don't on my channel, but he said, what can I do? What can you do? What can you do? I'm not going to repeat the word, but you can imagine. What can you do? And what he meant was, how much can you do towards whatever it is? And the fact of the matter is, in certain situations, as I says, there's very little you can do. Right? So the best thing to do is not worry about what you can't control. It's simple as that. Once you relinquish the worry of the control that you don't have and focus on what you can affect, which is your reaction to a situation, a crisis, which again Stoicism talks about, and how you react to it in a positive or negative way, how you see it for what it may be rather than the bad that it is, and then look at it in, how it may improve you and your character in a way. And then it also discusses the importance of moving on in certain scenarios where you need to, okay? That, again, is all about your positive journey as a person. So, your reaction to a crisis, how you react in a positive way, I may add, to a crisis, the relinquishment of control that you don't have, even if you want it, you don't, and also being able to move on effectively and take a lesson from what it is that's happened. All very simple, basic principles that a lot of us need to really put into our lives now, here and now, even in the modern world. Bear in mind, this is like philosophy from the 3rd century. Very different world. No technology, not like we've got now. Just great thinkers sitting around one day that just come up with this and just saw that life for what it is, and just understood that sometimes we just have to just accept where we are is where we are, and what we're doing is what we're doing, and what we can and can't do to affect the situation, and be okay with no effect. Be okay with very little influence, and just try and take whatever we can from the lesson and then move forward positively. That's the whole idea of Stoicism. Now, some of you may say that if you practice this, then you simply don't care about anything. I wouldn't say that's the case, but it can come across like that you don't care. You do care, but you don't care as much, and you don't consume yourself with things that you can't control. And in that freedom is a great peace of mind, trust me. I've learned this myself. And if you can apply this, your moods will be better, your reactions will be better. Overall, a lot of things will change for the better if you take this on board. So I'm going to leave it there. That's my third and final video of the week, guys. Thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here, as always. Thank you kindly. Third and final video of the week. Put down in the comment section below, what do you know of this practice? Is it something that you do yourself? Would you like to read up more on it? There's plenty of reference material out there if you're looking it up. It's definitely something I think you should all employ a little bit. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a thumbs up and a like. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when my next content's out. Until then, I'm going to say thank you all again ever so much for listening. Thank you to all of my subscribers, new, old, and people who've been around for a while. Thank you all ever so much, okay? You make it, because you do. You know, you're my audience, and without you, there's nothing. So, thank you. All the best. Thank you. And with that, I will be back with my next set of videos starting next week. Until then, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.